The next morning, we find Storm checking out a nearby lake. Not overly worried about predators, she quickly checks to make sure it's safe before drinking. And she sets off for the day in search of food. After smelling a rotten carcass in the air, she approaches the open field, and Storm lazily looks around for any signs of danger as she approaches. Deeming there is none, she goes in for her feed. It is not the most ideal meal, but it will have to suffice for now. Her adult colours are finally starting to show through as she reaches towards the end of adolescence. Eating only enough to get by, she sets off to find something a bit more fresh to eat. Storm spots something ahead. It's an Allosaurus. She quickly rushes in. The Allosaurus, not intimidated by her threats, manages to land a decent blow behind her left leg. Fueled by hunger and adrenaline, she continues to attack regardless of the size difference. With the Allosaurus proving too difficult of a target, Storm uses her speed to put some distance between her and the Allosaurus. Eventually finding somewhere safe to rest, she can begin to heal her injuries. It's been a while since we've seen Storm. She has grown a lot, finally reaching subadult. Her colours and patterns are almost fully visible, along with the scars from her failed hunt against the Allosaurus. Hearing something by the water, Storm runs to check it out. It appears she is not the only one in the area interested in hunting. She uses her patterns to try and blend into the rocks as best she can. Keeping an eye out, she spots a megalania. Ready to strike, Storm hesitates as something else approaches. Holding back, she let the megalania escape. As an Alioramus appears. Unsure of what it is, she lets it run off as well. It seems the loss against the Allosaurus has shaken her confidence. She will need to get it back if she wants to survive. Listening in for what else is walking around. She hears it by the water and circles back. Hopefully, this time she can get a meal. It's the Allosaurus again. Holding off, she moves into the tree line, hoping for something else to show itself. Hearing something else walking around, she heads off to investigate once again. A Bars Boldia can be heard nearby. It may be too big for her to hunt, but hopefully it is accompanied by other smaller herbivores. This area may yet prove a decent hunting ground. While on the lookout, she spots the Allosaurus once again. This time, she gets low and keeps her distance. The Allosaurus spots her and begins to approach. Possibly recognizing Storm from earlier, the Allosaurus stops pursuing and calls out to her, maybe as a warning to not even try to attack him again. Surveying the area below, Storm hears a potential meal. Taking off, she tries to get ahead of it. Checking the area out, a Dinosaurus wakes from its basking. Storm calls out for anyone to come and assist her. Cautiously approaching, the two keep an eye on each other. Calling for help, but with no response. Storm leaves the area. Passing what looks like the remains of the Desplito's last meal. Luckily, it wasn't Storm this time. A few days later, we find Storm once again eating the remains of someone else's hunt. Almost full adult, Storm has very little experience in hunting her own food. With no one to teach her, and only rotting flesh to sustain her, she will not make it long unless she can master the art of hunting. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment and subscribe. And big thanks to the people that are on the screen as well. I really appreciate the help.